How can I focus? That's what happens when I try to make my hair seem cool. But it's actually not. Well, in the video it looks kind of cool. Like, not cool, okay? I'm not saying my hair is cool, it's just like okay, I guess. Anyway, hello and welcome back to my channel. Here is the promised vlog of my weekend trip to the west. I nearly forgot what this was about. This is so lame. In this video you're going to see footage of my recent trip to the west of Ireland, including Galway, Connemara and the cliffs of Moher, and it was honestly one of the best trips of my life. Not only because I saw so many beautiful landscapes, the beautiful city of Galway, the cliffs of Moher, but also because I met so many great people on this like tour to the west, I guess. It was a bus tour that we did with Paddy Wagon. Not sponsored, by the way. If they would sponsor me, that would be so nice, then I wouldn't have to pay so much money that I have to like earn, and I'm basically broke is what I'm trying to say. And we had so many great conversations, a great night in the pubs of Galway. It was just like, it was amazing, really. I think I'll always remember this experience, and I'll always hold it like at a very sunny place in my heart. On Saturday when the tour started, we had like the sunniest day of the week. It was so nice. Like, the weather in the west is usually, like my host mom told me, is very like, you could either have like rain or dark clouds, but usually it's not very nice, you know. But we got one of the sunny days of the year, I guess, so it was like perfect weather. The trip started off with a visit to the village of Cong, which is pretty close to the area of Connemara, I guess. Okay, don't ask me on my geography of Ireland because I'm like so bad at it. Anyway, the village of Cong is one of the smallest and I think prettiest villages in Ireland, is what our bus driver said. We also got like history lessons throughout the whole bus ride about everything we went through, all the areas, all the sheep, all the cows, the Gaelic speaking region of Ireland where Gaelic is still like the main spoken language, which I think is so interesting. I would love to just learn a little bit of Gaelic, because sometimes when I read it somewhere I'm like, how the hell do you pronounce that? I would love to know how you pronounce and speak Gaelic, but like it's a very hard language to learn. In the village of Cong we also had luck again because it was the food festival. My friend, for example, tried some lamb there, Galway lamb from the region. It was really nice. It wasn't like a big food festival because it was like such a small village, but it was so nicely made that you instantly felt at home. After that we made our way into Connemara. Such a pretty part of Ireland. We stopped for like some photos here and there, but I actually enjoyed being on the bus for that part because that way you could see more. If you take like a walk through Connemara, you're not going to see like a lot because you can only walk that much in one day. But since we drove around by bus, we got to see so many faces of the Connemara region. Some pictures of that I'll always keep like in my head. I remember this one hill that was really brown because it's autumn here, so everything's turning a little brown right now. And the sun was shining on that in the direct angle, and there was a river flowing through it. It was so pretty. It was honestly so pretty. After that, let me remember. Oh yeah, after Connemara we went to Galway. We arrived in Galway at around 4 o'clock, I think. That's where the bus was like, okay, these people are going back to Dublin, you have like 1 hour or something like that in Galway. And since we spent the night in Galway, we had like loads of time, and we met up with like a boy from the bus and went to eat some pizza in that restaurant that was recommended by us by so many people. I don't even know, like it was such a small restaurant, I guess, but it was really cheap, and the pizza there was one of the best pizzas I've ever eaten in my life. I'm not like a huge pizza eater or something. I can appreciate good pizza. Like, my accent is varying so much throughout this video, I'm really sorry. That was good pizza, period. Applause for that. It was really nice, yeah. And then we like spent the night in Galway, walking around a bit and then going into the pubs, of course, because like if you're in Galway you have to go into the pubs, don't you? You have to try at least. And I had my first Guinness here in Ireland in a Galway pub, because I had Guinness before, but not here in Ireland, which is pretty weird because I've been here for like 2 months now, but I guess I never had like an opportunity to try it. And I also tried like Irish apple cider, which was pretty nice. At first it just tasted like apple juice with a little bit of alcohol, but it got nicer as you drank more. Yeah, and then we went back to our hostel. Also, fun fact, that we chose the hostel was like the best decision as well, because like the people in the hostel were so nice. And the front guy, he gave us like all these tips and tours of the pubs and where we could go and what we could like eat there and drink there, and you know, like it was so nice. Like Irish people are really, really friendly in a way where it's not like they're like super fake nice to you. They're just nice. They just like to talk, you know. If you ask them a question, they're just gonna answer you the question in the nicest way possible. And you kind of feel like, I feel like you feel, it's like a homey feeling for me. I don't know why, but it kind of is. The next day we just had some breakfast at the hostel, which wasn't anything special, just like some toast. I didn't film it because like I didn't want to have the camera in the hostel, I don't know. Also the hostel was like a 4-bedroom. I slept more or less well. I woke up sometimes during the night because it was like people coming into the room. But other than that, it was okay. Completely fine for a hostel. Nice and clean, you know. That's the most important thing. We were picked up by the bus and went off to the baby cliffs. No, before that we saw some castle. I don't know the name of the castle. I'm so bad at remembering all these names. I'm sure I'll insert it somewhere or it's gonna be visible in the film, but like, yeah, we saw like that castle, which was really nice, a really great scenery. We were told the story of the lady who bought that castle in like 1950 or something. She lived there, and huge regards to the lady. She seemed like a really nice person. I never got to know her, but she seemed to be very well liked in that part of Ireland. And then what came next? Yeah, after that, baby cliffs and cliffs of Moher. I'm just gonna insert the video footage here because like you just have to see the footage. It's amazing. It's one of the greatest views I've seen in my life. I felt kind of like it like had the same kind of impact on me as the scenery as the Great Wall of China had. Like when I climbed up the Great Wall and looked down there, that had the same kind of feeling as walking up to the cliffs of Moher and looking down there. Like it's just amazing that I got to witness it, is what I want to say, I guess. And after that we made our way back home to Dublin. 10 out of 10 would recommend, 10 out of 10 would do again, you know. I actually thought about doing it again with my mom when she's here, maybe in March, because she wants to come to visit, since I'm actually staying longer than I originally planned here in Ireland, because I get along with my family really well and want to go home for Christmas, and I'm like, I can't hang that time at the end again. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. I tried my best at editing again, I guess. And I have to go now, do some work, or pair work, you know. But you have a nice day, have a nice evening, have a nice night, whatever. Have a nice life. I always end up saying that. I feel like, okay, bye. Bye me back on my channel.